Yo, yo. It is Wednesday, I believe. So we are on the lives, as per usual, on the Wednesday. There you go. Even my diary just gave me a little update to let me know that I've got to do a live. So good for me. Cool. So a couple of things I wanted to cover off today. We will give it a second or two just to let a couple of people join in. If anyone is jumping on the lives today. And if not, as per usual, we will stick it in the group and put it up on YouTube as well for all of your viewing pleasure. So a couple of things that I wanted to cover off on today. So let me just get my questions up here. Got them on the laptop down in front of me now. But yeah, a couple of questions I wanted to cover off. And this was about nutrition, surprisingly enough. That's usually what it is. And we did a bit of a rant a couple of weeks ago on protein. And today I just want to talk a little bit more about carbohydrates because people have a little bit of confusion on the carbs side of things. So in terms of carbohydrates, this is really interesting. So a lot of people aren't even 100% sure what is a carbohydrate, which is interesting. A lot of people are coming up to me and saying like they're cutting shit out of their diet or they're going to cut carbs while they're doing the 6-week challenge. And there's 100% no need to do that. You've got to fit it in with the nutrition strategy that we use. So a lot of people are cutting out fucking fruit as well. Why are you cutting out fruit? It's good for you. Keep that in there. Just lash it into MyFitnessPal and make sure that you have it in there. One of the things that a lot of people, if they're saying like, let's say they've dropped their calories too low. So when we analyze the calories at the start of a challenge, I've noticed a lot of people are dropping them too low because they think, oh, extreme weight loss, this will be great. So I'm getting people to increase their calories there. But a good way to make sure you're not hungry while you're in a calorie deficit is to bang in a load of vegetables into your diet. Now, we're all adults. We all know this. We all know this should work. But banging in a load of vegetables into your diet because they're super high in your micronutrients, all the good shit for you. But a lot of them are super low in calories as well. So you can really like bulk up a meal with like having your veg in there. So when you say you're cutting carbs, like, does that mean you're cutting your vegetables as well? You're cutting your good shit, you're cutting your fruit, you're cutting all the stuff with the vitamins and minerals. And these are stuff you should be keeping in your diet. So you definitely don't need to cut that shit out. Also, when training, when you're actually training for any of the classes down at the HIIT classes and stuff like that, you're going to need some energy. So if you're, let's say it's like first thing in the morning and you haven't had any carbohydrates and you're doing like a HIIT class or a strength and conditioning class or whatever, your body's not going to be able to metabolize fat fast enough as an energy source to use it during that class, especially if it's not like used to training without a bit of nutrition or you're new to the program as well. So getting your carbs in can be a really good thing for the classes. It will actually give you energy for that class. I remember, when we're in the gym, especially if you're on the 6-week challenge, you're not specifically going to the gym to burn calories. We've got some of our members who are with us a little bit longer, fitness levels are up there. They're burning a lot of calories during the class as well because they're putting in a huge effort. But if you're brand new on the 6-week challenge and you're just starting off, or you're just starting off fitness in general, we don't want you like coming to the gym focusing on burning calories down there. So there's no point rocking into the studio not having eaten any carbs to help you actually perform better while you're in the session. And that's really what we want. While you're in the session, we want you performing to the best of your ability, especially if it's a high intensity interval class. We want to work at your max level. And you might be lifting weights, doing some resistance, and because of that, you're going to need carbohydrates in your diet as well. So that's absolutely key that you get those carbs in there. So don't go without them. If you have any specific questions about what you should be eating before a training session, you've all got my number on the 6-week challenge. Just give me a DM and I'll get that answered for you. But on the topic of nutrition, as I put in the group earlier on, we do actually have some pretty exciting and interesting news. And I'm going to pin the link earlier on, send around the group. So we have a new nutritionist starting with us from tomorrow. She's going to be helping out with the food diaries and she's officially kicking off with us on the 1st of April. So her name is Bridget. She's got a page on Instagram called Devoted. I'll pin the link, it's easier than spelling it for you. So Bridget came in a couple of weeks ago to review our nutrition program because we want to make sure it is like bang up to scratch, top of the range for everybody who's doing the challenge and for our members as well. And what I absolutely loved was I had sort of designed the nutrition course myself originally about 10 years ago, upgraded ever since, but the nutrition course is sort of on par with what Bridget is teaching as well as a fully qualified nutritionist, but she's coming on board to help review the food diary. So we're going to be able to keep you extra accountable and make sure that your nutrition is on point so that you're getting the best possible results on the 6-week challenge. Now, this won't just be for the 6-week challenges. This will also be for regular Movement members. Bridget does a 6-week nutrition challenge as well, which is very convenient given that we do the 6-week challenge. And Movement members will be able to get on that. I'll be sending out more details probably from next month when she'll be doing her next challenge. She's currently live on one at the moment with about 50 or 60 clients. So she's at capacity right now, but she will be doing one which Movement members can get involved in. So that's more for sort of our longer term members who want to get back on track with their nutrition if they felt they fell off the bandwagon a little bit. She's going to be working with us. So that's really fucking exciting news. I'm super stoked and happy that she's coming on board with us. Her stuff is awesome and her Instagram account is unreal as well. So I'll be posting a link there. She does some like kick-ass meals, meal plan ideas. Obviously, when you're on the 6-week challenge, you got your meal planner with Shape My Plan. We got the cookbook we did with a nutritionist, but now we've got an actual nutritionist who's going to be working with us to make sure that you guys are getting the best possible results. So super exciting news. I had a bunch of other questions from members today, but this carbs thing keeps coming up, so I just wanted to focus on that in the live today. Eat your fucking carbs. There's nothing wrong with carbs. They're not in cutting carbs. I know that no carbs before marbs bullshit, but we don't need to worry about that. I want you eating your carbs, the right carbohydrates. If you don't know what they are, check the meal plan. If you don't know what they are, check the cookbook. If you don't know what they are, still ask me directly. You've got my number. Send me a DM. I'll give you some advice on what you need to do. And when Bridget's on board, she's going to be helping us out, telling people, what's good, what's not good. Although, let's be honest, we're all adults, we're all grown-ups. We do know what we should and shouldn't be eating. We don't always adhere to it. And that's why the 6-week program helps you step by step, get on the right path. You don't need to be super healthy at the start, but you'll notice you will be by the end. So really exciting news. The last thing I want to say today is we do have our 2 events coming up. So we've got one sort of fitness and brunch event, which is coming up next Saturday. That is going to be down the Camden. I'm pointing over there because it's right beside my house. So it's going to be in the nightclub. That is a ticketed event, but it's a charity-based event. So the money goes to charity, to the Dublin Rape Crisis Centre. So get yourself down to that. That does count as one of your classes if you're on the 6-week challenge as well. And then the following week, we've got a free event, which we'd love everyone to come along to. That's going to be a 4-hour hike up in Glendalough, kicking off at 10:30. You do need to register for that. We've capped it at 50 people on the hike. Most of those spots are already booked out already. I think it's over 50% booked. So if you haven't, go to the Movement page. There's an events page there, and you can register directly on the events page through Eventbrite. Or if you're not on Facebook and you're watching this video afterwards on our YouTube, lash over to Eventbrite and you can book there as well. We'll send the ticket link around to the group. You have to book in for them. I think next week's event is almost fully sold out as well. So if you want to donate to charity, have a good time, do your class, book in for the Camden. It's just down the road from the Portobello studio as well. And if you want to have a bit of fun, go on a hike. Hopefully this lovely weather keeps going. I'm looking out the window. It's nice sun coming in. Very white skin though. There you go. Definitely need a suntan. But get yourself down to those events. I'll be reviewing food diaries for all of the challengers from today onwards. Bridget's going to be helping out for the next couple of days and then kicking off fully in the 1st of April. So super excited about that. Any other questions you have, bang them through to me. I'm going to be doing a live on Friday on my Instagram profile, which is Ronan Mahon PT. If you're not already following me, you should be. If you're watching this video, give it a like, give it a share. More people need to see this. If you've got any mates who want to come down to the challenge, I'll be posting a link in the video after this. There's one challenge for guys, there's one challenge for girls. Unbelievable results. We just had about 35 people finish the challenge and the before after pictures are fucking outstanding. So well done to everyone who just completed that challenge. Really, really good results from everyone. Excellent work. We'll be back in the lives next Wednesday here on Facebook. Hit me up on Friday for the next live over on Instagram. If you're not on the challenge, join the fucking challenge. Go.